Hey everyone, been forever since I've done a review in the car. I know for you guys it doesn't seem that long because you guys had some old reviews that were recorded in the car before, I went on break for my wedding and honeymoon. But it's great to be back in the car again. You'll be seeing a lot more of these reviews again because it is that time of year where I'm going to be sitting outside waiting for Tracy and whatnot and killing time. Let's get into the album. Motley Crue's Dr. Feelgood. Arguably, Motley Crue's best album. I don't know if I'm going to be the one to argue that, but there are definitely people that would argue this is their best album. And it's really easy to understand why when, half the album, half the songs, I'm going to specify half the songs on the album were singles. Best of singles at that. And the reason why I specify this is there is the opening track, which is TNT Terror of Tinseltown, which is just a little soundscape kind of opening intro that leads into what is really the first song on the album, Dr. Feelgood. Once again, arguably Motley Crue's greatest hit. Not my favorite Motley song. I don't think it's even their best song, but arguably their greatest hit. And realistically, man, like everything about Dr. Feelgood is fantastic. Right from that intro, that great riffage. Absolutely love Dr. Feelgood. Like I said, it is not my favorite Motley song, but it is definitely up there with Motley, man. I mean, like it really is a killer tune. This is I should mention as well, this is the 35th anniversary edition issue. Remastered, nothing really special about it. This is the outside jacket. This is the inside jacket. No booklet, no nothing else. Just the music, which is cool. Details on the 35th anniversary mastering, stuff like that. This was originally done by Bob Rock, okay? A year, maybe two before the Black Album. Realistically, if it wasn't for Bob Rock on this album, there would be no Black Album, so... What I'm trying to say is Bob Rock knows what the hell he's doing as a producer, okay? All right, moving on. Slice of Your Pie. This one, I had never heard, weirdly, because I have bought this album twice. And this is the second time I bought it. The first time I bought it, I actually bought it for my son it was either his birthday or Christmas one year, because he was a Motley Crue fan. And I never listened to his album. So I never heard some of these songs, and I didn't buy it when I was a kid either. First time I've ever owned it. I've only ever been like a best of Motley Crue fan for the most part. But Slice of Your Pie is really fun. I kind of like how at the end it goes into She's So Heavy. I thought that was kind of a nice little touch. Rattlesnake Shake. Fun when the album's playing. Doesn't do much for me otherwise. Kickstart My Heart. I love this song. I absolutely love this song. I love this song so much that I accidentally ripped off this song in my own band with the drums and didn't realize it. The difference is, so if you listen to the drums in this song, it's kind of like a straight 4 in the intro and the verses, and then it's kind of got that cool snare drum kind of paradiddle, almost shuffly vibe going on in the choruses. And it's in the verses. It's in the intro and the choruses. It does the 4/4. The verses does that shuffly thing on the snare. And I accidentally, with one of my band's own songs, ripped that off completely, except for I reversed it. The song we used it on was actually an instrumental, but I went heavy on the shuffly snare part and a little less on the straight 4s part. But It's a great song, man. It is, to this day. It was still one of my favorite songs. I like to karaoke that one. Everything, man. It is. Kickstart My Heart is probably my favorite Motley Crue song. And the entire catalog, it really is probably my favorite Motley Crue song. Without You. Sorry, I almost said with or without you. Without You, it's a ballad. It's a typical power ballad. Nothing special about it, you know. I know there's a lot of women out there that it gets their panties wet, but you know, I'm not a woman, so it doesn't get my panties wet. Uh, that I would just like to point out, Dr. Feelgood, Kickstart My Heart, and Without You, all singles. Then we're getting into Same Old Situation, SOS. Pretty sure this was a single as well because I remember hearing it on the radio all the time. Love Same Old Situation. And the nice part is it's just a good rocker, man. It's not heavy, it's not overly fast. It's just a run-of-the-mill, basic kind of rocker, which is kind of nice and enjoyable. Sticky Sweet. Okay, so there's two songs on here, Sticky Sweet, and the next song as well, She Goes Down. My buddy Pat, huge Motley fan. Both of us worked in a strip joint. I got him a job in a strip joint. I was already working at the strip joint, doing all their computer work, stuff like that. They were looking for a new DJ. I brought in my buddy Pat. The reason I bring this up is neither of us have ever heard a stripper use either Sticky Sweet or She Goes Down, and both of them are great stripper songs. Absolutely. Like, She Goes Down, I can't believe I've never heard a stripper use She Goes Down, man. It's just such a beautiful, perfect strip joint kind of song, man. Sticky Sweet, I don't think of it too much while the album's playing. I honestly don't. I mean, when the album's not playing. When the album is playing, I really enjoy it. When it's not playing, I don't think about it much. She Goes Down, though, man, that sucker gets stuck in my head. It's got such a catchy hook to it. Now, my second favorite Motley Crue song is actually the next one. And that is Don't Go Away Mad, Just Go Away. It has got one of the best, most singable choruses at the end of the song ever, man. Like, this is the greatest guy breakup song ever, man. Just sitting there, girl, don't go away, man. Girl, just go away. And just like doing that over and over, how can you not enjoy that? It's just so much fun. It's just such a great tune, man. My biggest complaint about this album is that it ends on Time for Change. First off, Without You is the only slow song this album needed. It didn't need Time for Change. I think that could have been left off. And ending it with Time for Change was a horrible choice. Realistically, they should have stuck it between Sticky Sweet and She Goes Down. If they insist on putting on the album, they should have stuck it there. If not there, they should have put it right after Without You. I believe Without You would have been what would have closed down side one on cassette or vinyl. And they should have opened up side two with Time for Change. Just get it done out of the way. That's really kind of how I feel. And I think ending the album with Time for Change killed the album. I think this album would have had a much better exit without it. And realistically, without Time for Change, I'd give this album 100% solid. That sounds funny. I would give this album a solid 9 out of 10 without Time for Change. With Time for Change, it brings it down to an 8 out of 10. If you're one of my regular viewers, you know how an album ends is one of the most important things to me. You know, like if I'm going to listen to an album, you better give me one hell of a killer song at the end of that album, man. Like one that just blows me the hell away. Metallica's really good for that. You know, there's a few other bands that are really good for that. Alice is usually pretty good for that too, having a really good album closer. And this album didn't do it. That's the one spot with this album where it fails me as the album closer. If you took out Rattlesnake Shake and Time for Change. Took out both those. You don't even have to add another song in. Just take both of those songs out. I might have even gone up to a perfect 10 almost on this album. Almost. And it's nothing against Rattlesnake Shake. It's not a bad tune. It's a filler. And that's how I feel about Time for Change as well. What do you guys think? Let me know down below. That is what the comment section is for. I am interested in your comments. Am I being too hard on those songs? Am I not being hard enough? I don't know. That's just me. That's my opinion. And the comments is for your opinion. On your way down there, you'll probably see a couple links. Check those out as well. If you could, please and thank you. Otherwise, if you could hit the like button, subscribe button, bell for notification, I'd really appreciate that. Really trying to get the subscriptions up to 200 before the end of the year. Otherwise, folks, peace, love, take care.